So the cards are shuffled. Alright, Dad, I want you to remember any one of these cards in your head. I will turn around, you point to the card that you're going to remember.
Okay.
Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to ask you, which row is your card now on? Row 1, row 2, row 3, or row 4?
Row 1.
So it's one of these 4 cards?
Yes.
Alright, we're going to take these 4 cards. We're just going to mix these back together. Okay, same thing, don't pick a new card. Which row is it on now? 1, 2, 3, or 4?
2.
One of these cards?
No. Which rows are they again?
1, 2, 3, 4.
3.
It's one of these cards?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
Now, I'm going to make magical groups of 4 cards each. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to point at any 2 of these groups.
This one and that one.
These 2?
Yes.
Alright, you pointed at them, so we will get rid of them. I want you to point at one more.
This one.
This one? Which one?
This one.
This one.
Yes.
Alright, so you pointed at that one, so we're going to keep it because you chose it. We're going to get rid of this other one. We don't need these cards anymore. Now, we're just left with these 4 cards here. I want you to point at 2 of these cards. These 2 cards?
Yes.
Alright, we're going to get rid of these other 2. You don't need them. And then we're left with these 2. Point out one of these cards.
The right one.
Who's right?
This one.
This one?
Yes.
You chose it. Flip it over.
Wow.
Alright, what's up guys? Aiden here, also known as Oh That's Too Bad. And today, I'm going to show you how to do one of my favorite magic tricks. And this is also a really good magic trick because you don't need any setup. You can have the spectator shuffle the cards, you can do anything. It does not matter. This deck will be completely random. Alright? And then what you're going to want to do, once they're all mixed up and your spectator is convinced, is you're going to want to make rows of 4. So you just put one card down, another, and another. If you want to, you can take off the special cards like Jokers or the company card. As you see, they're all random. You will not know any of these cards. They will be completely random to you. You will tell your spectator to pick one card in their mind. This part is completely random also. You will not know what card they pick. They can pick any card whatsoever. Which card would you pick?
I'm going to pick the 8 of clubs.
Alright, so I wouldn't know that he picked the 8 of clubs, but for this example, I will. You don't need these cards anymore. You can just put those to the side. I wouldn't know that he had the 8 of clubs. And then I'd ask, which row is it on? Is it on row 1, 2, 3, or 4?
Row 1.
And then he said row 1. So what you want to do is you want to make sure to pick up all that row's cards and keep them all organized in that certain order. Then you want to take all the other cards, mix them up, put these other ones on top, making them all still together. And then you want to deal these cards out diagonally. This is very important. If you do not do this, the trick will completely fail. These are now all 4 rows, basically. And you would just go from here, making the rest of the row. And now what happened is, every card from the row that they last picked is now up here. Meaning, one of these cards is their card. Now, it's at the same spot. That's a coincidence. It might not be. I'd ask, what row is it on?
1.
And then immediately you know it's this card, because that's from the top row. So, that doesn't really matter that much, though. Because from here, if you want to be lame and just end the trick here and be like, this is your card, they'll probably catch on. But this is where the real magic trick starts. You want to make sure that you keep your eye on that top card. Do not lose it or else the entire trick will fail. Make sure that you can remember where it is. For me, I'm going to remember it's at the very bottom. Very bottom card. And then I'm going to make these magical pluses. And I remember where I put my card, because I put it right there. And I make these, you can say whatever you want. I call them magical pluses for me, or magical groups. It doesn't really matter. You just remember what they picked, or where the card is. Then what you want to do is you will let them pick 2 of the rows. This is where the really sneaky part is, that will confuse them, and this is where the absolute greatest part of the trick is. So you pick 2 rows.
This one and this one.
These 2 piles. Alright, well these 2 piles, if they pick this, you know this pile has their cards. Their cards right here, you know that. So you don't want these piles to go away. So instead of taking these piles away because they picked them, you will say, you picked these 2 piles, so I'm going to keep them and take away these piles. But if they pick these 2 piles, and you know that their card isn't in either one, you do not want to take away the other ones because that contains your card. You say, since you picked them, I'll take them away. No matter what you do, they would never lose this pile. So, pick 2 piles.
These 2.
These 2. So I'd say, alright, we're going to keep these 2 and get rid of these. Then you do the same thing, pick 1 pile. If they pick this one, get rid of this one. If they pick this one, get rid of this one still. Then, 2 cards. Pick them. These 2.
Yes.
And since you know the cards right here, go ahead, feel free to take them away. Then this part, I like to do like a little thing. Pick 1 card. If they pick that one, I'll be like, alright, flip over the other card. And it's their card. That is one of my absolute favorite magic tricks of all time right there. It is a very simple trick, yet still, it's very fun. Try it right now. Practice it a little bit before you go on and try it with someone, of course. But once you master this trick, it'll be really fun. It's really hard to catch it if you're not, watching very carefully. And it should work all the time, alright? So make sure you stay in tune for more videos just like this one. Subscribe, and we will see you guys later.